What up YouTube, it's your boy ProfessorStix and I'm back again with another Call of Duty Warzone video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 best weapons in Cold War Warzone Season 1. With Season 2 around the corner, I thought it'd be great to document the top 10 best weapons and see how the meta changes when the new weapons get integrated. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I make Warzone tips and tricks videos and I compare the best weapons in Warzone so you can rise to the top. Also, if you're looking for anybody to play with, whether that's Warzone or any other game, make sure you join us over in the Discord. I will link to that in the description below. Join up with like-minded individuals, pursue dubs, pursue high kill games, whatever you're looking for, you can find it. Come on over and hang out with the squad. All right, so I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 weapons in Warzone. These are the 10 best weapons that I think are currently in Warzone for Season 1. If you disagree, make sure you comment down below and let me know what you think should be number 1, or if the rankings are in any different order, give me your top 10 in the comments below. All right, guys, coming in at number 10, we are looking at the Kilo. Now, the Kilo has dominated the meta for a few seasons and is widely used by many Warzone players from new to veterans because it's ridiculously easy to control the recoil. Now, although it's not as amazing as before the nerf, it is still very reliable and it's just a laser beam for those medium to long range gunfights. With a damage profile of 41 damage to the head and 28 damage to the chest, you can be sure that you're gonna down enemy opponents very quickly. Although outside of about 50 to 60 meters, it does take about 14 bullets to down a fully armored opponent. The Kilo is just still such a laser beam, and so you're gonna find a lot of people still using this in Verdansk. So here are the attachments you'll want to use. All right, so here are the attachments for the Kilo. Pretty standard, you're probably very familiar with this one. It's the monolithic suppressor, the Singard Arms 19-point Prowler barrel, the Commando foregrip, 50 round mag, or if you want you can go 60 round mag, and the Corp Combat hollow sight with the blue dot. If you don't have the blue dot, then use the VLK and grind out for the T-pose. Either or is a very good option. All right, coming in at number 9, this is a surprise. It's the BULLFROG. Now, I wanted to include the Fennec or the Cold War MP5, which unfortunately do not make this list, but the BULLFROG is just a reliable hip firing machine. It does so much damage to the head and chest. It's just great for those who are looking to be aggressive. The TTK is very competitive, and if you hit just a few headshots, maybe 1 or 2, you can drastically reduce your time to kill. It is one of my favorite new additions out of the Cold War weapons, and that's why it makes the top 10 list. Now, with a damage profile of 55 damage to the head and 34 damage to the chest, with that extra magazine on top of that, I'm telling you, you are going to be running through teams. So you definitely want to check out the BULLFROG. So here are the attachments you'll want to use. For the BULLFROG, you're going to want to go with the GRU suppressor, the 7.4-inch task force, the GRU 5 milliwatt laser sight, the Spetsnaz grip, and the KGB skeletal stock. Or you can change the skeletal stock and put on a bigger magazine. For me, I just like the base magazine and I go with the KGB skeletal stock. Coming in at number 8, we have the Stoner 63. Now, there hasn't been a dominant LMG since the Bruin, but the Stoner 63 is definitely up there in terms of LMGs. It has one of the fastest time to kills out of all the LMGs, and the recoil is very, very manageable. Now, although the ADS is slow, with those large magazines, you can be sure to lay down some solid cover fire for your team, or simply wipe out an entire team with one magazine due to its ease of use. With a damage profile of 51 damage to the head and 37 damage to the chest, the Stoner 63 is definitely a whopper. It will hit people and it will hit them like a truck. So definitely give this one a try. Here are the attachments you'll want to use. For the Stoner 63, you're going to want to go with the Agency suppressor, the 17-point Cavalry Lancer. This is going to give you the highest bullet velocity, the Field Agent grip, and the 120 round speed mag. With the optic, you're going to want to go with the Axle Arms 3X, or you can go with the Vision Tech 2X. Either or is up to you. Coming in at number 7, we have the MP5, and I'm talking about the Cold War MP5. The Cold War MP5 is similar to the Modern Warfare MP5 in every way, but it's just slightly better with a faster time to kill and a larger magazine. The Cold War MP5 is just dangerous. Now, you can build it for hip firing or you can build it for movement. The choice is yours. Honestly, the only thing you'll have to get used to is the vertical recoil, but it just absolutely melts up close and personal with a damage profile of 47 damage to the head and 33 damage to the chest. Let me tell you, the Cold War MP5 is definitely an upgrade from the Modern Warfare MP5. Give it a shot. Here are the attachments you'll want to use. For the Cold War MP5, you're going to want to go with the Agency Suppressor, the 9.5-inch Task Force, the SWAT 5mW laser sight. This is going to help you increase your hip fire accuracy, the Field Agent grip, and the 50-round drum mag. Coming in at number 6, we have the M16. The M16 is a beast at range, and I'm starting to see a few people use it as a replacement for their long-range AR. Okay, you got to get used to the burst fire since nobody has used a burst weapon at all before the Cold War integration, but the M16 actually slaps. In fact, I did a comparison video comparing the AUG and the M16, and at first I liked the AUG, but when I started using the M16 and realizing that you can actually down most enemy opponents with a 2 burst if you just connect 1 to 2 headshots, I was sold right away. There's no damage fall off, making this a great replacement for the DMR. I think most people should be using the M16, but they're probably just turned off by the burst fire. But if you can get used to that burst fire, I'm telling you, the M16 packs a punch. It's like a sniper rifle and an AR put together. You definitely need to try the M16. Here are the attachments you'll want to use. For the M16, you're going to want to go with the Agency Silencer, the 15.9-inch Strike Team. This is going to give you max bullet velocity since the titanium barrel has been nerfed. For the underbarrel, you're going to want to go with the Bruiser Grip. This is going to tighten your burst spread. And then for the ammunition, you're going to want to go with the 60-round fast mag or the 60-round mag, either or. And then the Axle Arm 3X. And then I changed my reticle to the Clean Living, or you can go with the standard. Whatever reticle is up to you. Now for the top 5 best weapons in Cold War Warzone. Coming in at number 5, it is the Kar 98. Now this is a big surprise for me because I don't even like sniping. Y'all seen it. I haven't even done a versus video on snipers because I'm just not a big fan of sniping. But the Kar 98, once I got introduced to it, I fell in love. It is so fun to use. It is an excellent medium to short range marksman rifle, so it allows you to be very aggressive. One of the main reasons why I don't like sniping is sometimes you got to stay far away. You're not in the thick of action. With the Kar 98, you can be confident that you can jump into any gunfight and make a difference with one-shot headshot at all distances. Yeah, that's right, a one-shot headshot at all distances. But it's best to use it as a medium to short range marksman rifle. But I'm telling you, pair this with an FFAR or a MAC-10 and you are going to be having a field day. The ADS on the Kar 98 is just so fast compared to other sniper rifles and other marksman rifles. You are going to have a lot of fun with the Kar 98. You'll be dropping teams with one-shot headshots, and most of the enemy teams will just be scrambling because they won't even know where you're coming from. So here are the attachments you'll want to use for the Kar 98. For the Kar, you're going to want to go with the Monolithic Suppressor, the Singuard Custom 27.6-inch barrel, the TAC laser, which is going to increase your ADS speed, the sniper scope, and then I go with the Precision Comb, which gives you that aim stability. You can also go with the FTAC Sports Scope, which gives you that aim down sight speed, but I personally just like the Precision Comb. Coming in at number 4, it's the DMR 14. Now the DMR has been nerfed, but it is still one of the best weapons in Warzone, especially at close to medium range. It just melts with its insane damage profile and rate of fire. Yeah, before you could spam it and there was pretty much no recoil. They've added a little bit more recoil after the nerf, but you're still gonna find pros using this during tournaments because it's still so good. It does 112 damage to the head and 60 damage to the chest, making it just an absolute beast up close because it's going to shred plates in just 3 to 4 shots and you'll have an enemy fully downed. So the DMR is still a beast, not much to say here. Here are the attachments you'll want to use. For the DMR, you're going to want to go with the Agency Silencer, the 16.3-inch titanium barrel, the bruiser grip, the 30 round speed mag, and the Axle Arm 3X optic. Coming in at number 3, we have the CR56 AMAX. Now, many people have been turning to the AMAX as their medium range AR because it just hits like a truck, literally levels people. It deals so much damage to the head and chest that even one headshot reduces your time to kill drastically. The recoil might take some getting used to, but once you get a hang of it, the AMAX just melts, doing 56 damage to the head and 46 damage to the chest. I'm telling you, you're not going to find another AR that slaps like the AMAX. You definitely have to include this into your loadout if you're looking for an amazing medium to long range AR. So here are the attachments you'll want to use. All right, for the AMAX, you're going to want to go with the monolithic suppressor, the XRK Zodiac S440 barrel, the Commando foregrip, the 45 round mag, and the VLK 3.0 scope with the T-pose reticle. All right, guys, now we're going to talk about the 2 best weapons in Warzone. Now, you shouldn't be surprised at all. The MAC-10 is in the top 2, and it is number 2. It is widely used in Verdansk, and even after its damage was nerfed, it is still a beast. The damage to the head and the chest are very similar, but it's the rate of fire that makes the MAC-10 so forgiving compared to other SMGs. You don't need to hit any headshots with the MAC-10 and you will still destroy. And with that larger magazine, it's amazing for aggressive playstyles. It does 30 damage to the head and 25 damage to the chest, and that's not that impressive, but that 1,118 rounds per minute makes it a killing machine at point blank range. And with barely any recoil, you can actually use the MAC-10 at further distances. Wouldn't advise it, but it's still an amazing weapon to use, and so that's why it is at number 2. So here are the attachments you'll want to use. For the MAC-10, you're going to want to go with the agency suppressor, the 5.9 inch task force, the field agent grip, the 53 round drum mag, and the Raider stock. Coming in at number 1, we have the FFAR. Now the FFAR is just an absolute animal. It is amazing at everything. It can be used for short range, it can be used for medium range, and if you are an beast, an aimbot lock-in beast, you can even use it at long range. The FFAR absolutely melts, and if you see someone first, you can guarantee that's a dub on that gunfight, because the FFAR just has a rate of fire that is just so high for an AR. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's almost like the AS Val, but with a bigger mag and with less recoil. That is absolutely insane. The FFAR offers flexibility for any playstyle. I've seen people rocking it with a sniper rifle. I've seen people rocking it with another AR like the M16 or the DMR, and some people rocking it as an SMG. They pair it with whatever primary they want because the FFAR just bails you out of so many situations. If you aren't using the FFAR, you are missing out on one of the best weapons in Cold War Warzone right now, and that's why it's at number 1, because of that flexibility. You can use it at all ranges, and it's absolutely a monster. If you get the drop on somebody, you automatically win. But if somebody is using a gun that's not a meta and you have the FFAR and you hit those shots, you will melt your enemy opponent. So that is why the FFAR is number 1. And so here are the attachments you'll want to use. For the FFAR, you're going to want to go with the agency suppressor, the 21.2 inch Ranger barrel, the field agent grip, the 50 round fast mag, and the CQB pad, or you can go with the Raider stock or the SAS combat stock. It's up to you depending on what play style you want, what benefit you want. I like the sprint to fire because I do primarily use my FFAR as a SMG. All right, guys, so that is my top 10 best weapons in Cold War Warzone Season 1. I'm crowning the FFAR as the best weapon. If you disagree with my ranking, let me know down in the comments. What do you think is the best weapon in Warzone right now? Just a reminder, if you're looking for people to game with, join our Discord. The link will be in the description below. You can jump in the Looking Forward channel and connect with like-minded individuals to play with. Also, I'll be streaming every Monday and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern time to very late. So come on over. Again, link will be in the description below. As always, guys, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe for more Call of Duty content. And you already know what I'm going to say. Make sure you drop into Verdansk and frag out. Peace.